Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nasha, and we are playing KSP 1.31. So we are in the Habitat module here. I don't remember the correct name. I never looked inside it before, and I kind of like this is how they have spent almost a year here. They have drawn a small post-it note with a rocket, and I think there's a Kerbal and some pictures. And we can see the sun in one of the windows here. And over here we can see the surface, pink surface of Eve. And we can see they have marked things here in case they've forgotten. They've only been here for a year, so in case they don't know where to put all the stuff, we have food, not food, refuse, trash, rubbish, junk. They have a lot of junk here, so... And so that's how it looks for these guys. I kinda like these details. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, this is a different views. I'm switching between. I think we are in the module here. Yes, we can see our kerbals here with all their young system incorporated. So yeah, we got a small peak there, so let's get out of here. So today we are actually gonna go do our transfer to Gilly. So, but that should be a fairly easy. This should be a fairly easy thing, because look at the Gilly is traveling around 800. It will be probably a lot slower here, so let's start to try to get the approach here. So let's dial in 1000 LTV. Why do we have radio here? I'm not sure. Okay, maybe I notched it a bit when I said it out. Okay, wow. Okay, that was kind of lucky. That was super lucky. So we need to burn around. So let's go into the maneuver. So yeah, that was not intended. It just happened. It was no skill involved in this choice here. So I think we need to get a little bit earlier. Let's see here. So we should, as our inclination is fairly good at 0% almost. Let's get a little bit earlier here until we get the approach. Oh man, that was really easy, but that's how it goes when you have a very good inclination. You just put out your pro grade and start spinning around in time and you will hit it. So it shouldn't be, let's see how close it is. I'm fine with that. I will even not go over there and look. And so we have a fairly long burn to do. So let's start our engines so we can get the estimated burn. Okay, I don't know why I'm hesitating, but yeah, let's get it done. So, okay, will throw us a little bit off, of course, but I think it will be fairly easy. And that's kind of cool, because Gilly is the smallest celestial body in this system. We have been to Minmus before, that is quite small. This is even smaller. So, yes, okay, so we need to divide that time, so let's do it in chipmunk voice here.
2 minutes and 30 seconds, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, plus 20 seconds, 2 minutes and 50 seconds, with 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
Okay, so we have used our math voice. Oh no, so, yeah, I shouldn't fool around so much, people will not take me seriously. But I'd rather not be taken seriously. I'm not a very serious person. But yeah, some people take so much weight to be serious. But it probably depends on if you are kind of a banker and someone is gonna invest $1 million. And if you just make joke all the time in the session, you're probably nobody will take you serious. So yeah, it really depends. Okay, that has nothing to do with KSP, but yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about bankers in KSP. That's so off topic, so it's not even on the allowed list of off topics subjects. Yeah, I try only to always mean business, but yeah, I kind of feel like this is kind of routine, so I'm not so concentrated, and that can be a real danger when we are doing this. So 2 minutes and 53 seconds, we are about 40 seconds out, so let's wait patiently. Yes, Charlene recommended me a sci-fi TV show. I just watched the new Star Trek Discovery, and is really, really good. I liked it a lot. I'm not. I liked it a lot. I think I liked the characters. I really liked. There was this woman that was raised by Vulcans, the super intelligent logic race in Star Trek, and I kind of liked her. So that's why I like the show a bit. Okay, so let's go. Okay, this will physic warp. I kind of discovered that I can physic warp while doing these burns, and that has actually taken out one of the more boredom, especially when you have atomic aliens. So I can physic warp. It means that I can still I can burn at 4 speed, time speed. So these burns will not take 5 minutes. It will take 4 times less. Yeah. So that's really, really a good thing. Yeah, if you are watching that and you're not sure how to do that, use Alt and then you use the comma and dot. It really depends on what kind of language you have on your keyboard. So, but it's close to the M key, at least at my keyboard. The two keys besides the M key, if you didn't know. I knew, but I didn't know that I could use it when I was time warping, so or burning. So it is kind of late 200 hours playtime discovery that has made everything a little bit more fun. I kind of like that they hit Gilly by just some luck. Let's go with normal speed here. So we are running through this Delta V very slowly here, but I prefer that with this kind of approaches. So let's not soon to. It's soon time to slow our roll a bit. Okay, let's. You do it like that. I just cut the onions. Okay, I think we don't need that. We just need to burn one. We can see here the closest approach there and the separation between the closest approach, and that is here. So let's just go now one notch. Okay, so let's go to Gilly. Oh, I can't do it like that. Oh yeah, yes I can. And this was kind of interesting trajectory happening here. We got cashed. Oh yeah, oh wait, Gilly is over here. Yeah, I was. So here we have 100,000 meters, and the interesting thing about Gilly, we have high space at 6 kilometers or 6,000 meters. Kilo means 1,000 if you're wondering. I think it's in Latin. So, okay, so let's go closer, let's go closer, let's go. So there we go. So that's a really good approach on that. So let's go first point ourselves into the prograde, so we get a more cinematic view of this. And let's see here. And we will time warp to the edge here. And let's get down here. And now we are pointing. Yeah, well, hello, bam, here we go. So we got some high space science here, almost directly at Gilly. So here we have it. It looks like a chocolate racing or something. Or maybe something like a nut. Yeah, kind of like nutty. Bro. Okay, all kerbals are excited. I'm too. So let's try to, as our speeds will be fairly slow here, we're going quite fast here. I think we need to break down for, well, let's see here, let's circleize here. So yeah, we need to lose about 280 meters per second. So we will be traveling around 15 seconds around here. So let's do that. Okay, so that's just a fairly short burn. So we need, okay, chipmunk math voice.
30 seconds with 15 seconds, 45 plus 48 seconds. We need to burn 48 seconds before.
And as you can see, the time is not very fast here, but one of the good things here is, okay, let's start burning. Oh, I'm burning prograde. Stop the onions. That is not good. Retrograde, 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 retrograde. Oh, yeah, we can miss this encounter if I screw this up. Because it's so narrow. I was pointing in the prograde. Big mistake. So let's go. A lot of... We need to burn off all that speed. Let's... I'm adding my thrusters here to my speed here so we get any more power. Okay, so hopefully we will be able to brake before we miss it here. We need to get, yeah, we need to get down. Oh yeah, no effect yet. And so we need to get it. We need to get down to 30 meters per second here. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Otherwise, we'll miss this encounter because I burned prograde in the wrong direction. Okay, yeah. I think we are getting near slowly. Let's speed this up, process up a little, time warp it a bit. Okay, so we are down to 60 meters per second. And we still are traveling too fast. We have too much energy and still to get cast, but we're starting to bend here. Okay, so there we go. We managed to do it here. So look at our lowest point is over here. So let's... Okay, so let's go to the highest point. And the thing is, you can't time warp very fast on Gilly, I believe, because we are gonna be so close to this planet, and that affects the time warp, so you can't time warp. I think we can even time warp at the lowest point here. So yeah, it's kind of hard to do that, but yeah, because it's kind of like Kerbal Hill to be on a place where you can time warp. That must be hell in Kerbal universe, because maybe that's how the Kerbals don't get crazy, because they kind of time warping in their mind. So when they are spending like a year in space, they are just in time warp mode in their mind. They just slow down their brain, so it seems like 1 year just took a month or something. Yeah, probably not, but yes. Okay, let's put down our thrusters here so we don't get any problems. So let's go in the prograde here and raise our lowest point a bit. So we have around 1800 delta V. I'm very glad with this decision I took. So to get that close to surface science, we need to be below 6 kilometers here. So, but yeah, we're gonna go to hell now. Time warp 100. It will. That is because we have at 26,000 meters here at the highest point, but our altitude will start dropping. So that means that our time warp will also stop dropping. So yeah, this is Kerbal Hell. But they look excited anyway, but that is kind of their normal stage. Whatever what happens, they see, oh, new color, excited. Okay, so our time warp has dropped to 50. We can see the sun peeking out here. Let's see if we can get to the sunny side of Gilly. We want to have an orbit around Gilly so we can get all that experience and science, but I'm not sure if I can endure this hell this will be. Okay, it's not still. Okay, now we'll drop into 50 times warp, and we are stuck. We are now in hell. That means that we can't travel any faster here. We can see the dark side of Eve over there. So we're kind of stuck here. But physics warp will be working here. So if I just physics warps here, it will just take us 4 times that. It will take us 3 minutes to get to the lowest point here. And if we wanted to go all the way here without time warping, that's 1 hour, is 20 minutes to pass by the lowest point here, but we would probably get some science out of it, so I'm happy about that, but it's not very exciting. It looks... I'm not sure how to describe this surface. It kind of looks like a skin-like. It's kind of like it's kind of like a skin disease or something. Okay, so we got almost all the high. We got all. Yeah, I think we want to point ourselves to the retrograde. Oh, we spin so fast in time warp 4 seconds here. Okay, so let's see here. We are closing in here. We are still 8 minutes out to the lowest point. And we want to do a complete orbit. Otherwise, we will not get the experience here. I wonder if I can see it right now. Okay, let's... I don't think we will be able to see these orbits. There's their XP there until we have done it. I think Valentina or Charlene has already been here. Maybe she hasn't orbited around. I don't think she has been orbiting around Gilly yet. It will be such an interesting thing to see if a AAA studio will get Kerbal Space Program and they will have all the resources but still be the choice. Okay, so we got some new science here over near Gilly. So we get a lot of science here. Let's see if it helps to open up here. Oh, it's clipping right inside here. Yeah, I wonder what the AAA studio, if they had a AAA studio, what they have will be done the game. They have managed to do a really, really fun game. It's one of my favorite games in a couple of years I've played now. And it will be so cool. The thing that is, I really like this planetary exploration, especially the landings. But if you could kind of build, yeah, there is a lot mods is kind of taking it, but I don't want to use mods on my videos. But there is mods where you can colonize, and there is a whole mini game of just colonizing different celestial bodies with new parts that can do that. Maybe I will do that after I finish the whole game, when I finish my main objective of... Okay, so we are stuck in real time. That sucks. That is kind of like in my work. I'm always stuck in real time. It really sucks, I can tell you that. Yeah, if you have ever experienced that, how everything is just so slow and without time warping. Okay, so let's get around here. Okay, guys, we can actually see the surface here. It seems to be some kind of small rocks around here. So yeah, we will speed it up until I'm here, and then we will drop off and go home. So because we are kind of exhausted all our exploration here for now, because our mission was just to orbit around Gilly and then go home to Kerbal. So, and we got some science here too. So hasn't been a waste. We are just at the lowest point here. We are almost here. I'm not sure if something exciting will happen. Oh, we can see our shadow here. We are, look at that. Because we are just 300 meters above the surface here. So we can trust this, because this is at a sea level altitude meter. So we are super close to the surface here. That's why we can see the shadow. So man, you can trust. That also thing that you should add a real. This is Kerbal space engineer that has this real altitude over terrain, because this is not helping us. We are dangerously close to the surface here. And the deal is you can't start time warping until we reaches around 8,000 meters. We have access to time warp. So yeah. Wait a moment here, I think I have the solution. But this can be really dangerous. I thought about going into a track station and then just speed everything up. But look at the shape of things here. That can be a really dangerous. This planet is actually spinning very slowly, but if it spins right into my ship, I will be in... I will be really in danger of something. Yeah, that will create problems. I'm not sure. I don't think we want to go into tracking station and speed this up because we can crash right into it. I think what happens when you go into tracking station, you kind of have you just get the orbit. But so I will not crash into the surface or not. I'm not sure about it. Yes, I think we will. So yeah, otherwise, if this starts spinning here, I'm not sure about the highest point. It could hit me because I'm so close to the surface here. About to enter back to time warping right here. So, whoa, we got time warp. Cool. So let's warp here. We want to make sure that we really want to make sure that we get the complete orbit around Gilly here. So we got all the nice XP here. So bye bye, Gilly. I really look forward to landing on this because the gravity and the speeds around here are just ridiculously slow, so you can more or less probably use just a jetpack. You can go from your ship in orbit with a Kerbal and land on the surface and then use your jetpack to get back. But I think I will not do it in that situation. Yeah, then I have to rendezvous in this slow speed. Yeah, this can create... that will be a tricky thing to do, but definitely possible to do. But I think I will just do a lander when we do the Gilly landing for the first time. Maybe we'll do a jetpack later, but I wonder how high Kerbal can jump from the Gilly surface here. So we are about to go, so we are at 100 times speed here. I think we'll... Can I see it from with your guys now? Let's see. I don't think we can do it until we come home. Yeah, so this is kind of a nice view here. I put on our mood lights here so everyone feels calm and we are not in the dark. This is now we have definitely orbited this thing. Yeah, so we don't need a lot of... What I want to do now is to escape Gilly with the least amount of force as possible, and I will do it from here because then I can time warp. So yeah, we will escape Gilly. So we get a big orbit around Eve, so it will be easy for us to drop out and then come back to Kerbal. So yeah, let's escape. It will not take a lot of force. Let's see here. We have escaped here. Yes, yeah, let's save that Delta V. It took almost, so that will take us 4 hours to... 4 hours. I felt like, I don't know if you have watched Angry Joe's. He do Angry Joe show, he does reviews, and he always has, when he's upset, 4 hours. He always does that. It's funny the first 10 times, but he do does that a lot, but yeah. He's a really decent reviewer. He's very prosumer review. He looks at everything from a consumer perspective. I think that is a kind of rare thing in reviews. They always feel a little bit bored. He's a very good reviewer and sometimes entertaining reviewer. Okay, so cool. So we have almost escaped. Let's just spend some time there so we get the last part. Okay, we have escaped. So let's see here what we have created here. We have created an orbit that is more or less like we are more or less matching up our trajectory with Gilly here. So if I would make this as, I think it will take more Delta V to do that than this, or I may be wrong. I may be wrong because we have gravity from Eve. Yes, as I suspected, it takes less Delta V to do it from Eve, or sorry, from here, the highest point here, when we're creating this one, because we are more affected about, we're moving a lot faster here. We have the gravity forces. So we will execute this one, a small maneuver just to make it more easier so we can match up. I want to match up my highest point with my lowest point. So it will be an easier transfer to go to Kerbal. Okay, so let's warp gear. We need to divide the chipmunk math voice.
25 seconds.
26 seconds we want to execute this maneuver. So let's point into our maneuver. Get a bit closer. There's a lot of time here. Okay, so 3 minutes here. So let's get closer. Okay, cool. So let's burn this one. You don't have to do this like this, but otherwise I have to try to match up the time with Kerbal and so on. So then I have to do it with my eyes, and then I have to try to fire a nice orbit. But if I do it like this, I can cheat with the wind transfer planner. And I think that will, even if it took us 134 delta V here, it's okay. So it will be close. We will still we will still save. We will still save. Shouldn't talk when I'm doing these fine adjustments. Let's get rid of this. Warp here. So yeah, this will make it easier for us in the long run here. Cool, so now we are closer. That's really close to each other. Really, really close. I think actually at this stage, this will have... Oh yeah, no, this is working too if I... And that's really good. So now we have a good orbit around here, 47,381 orbit here. So let's start planning our trip home. So let's add a maneuver. It will be in 16 days. Hopefully that is time enough for me to fix this. We go from E to Kerbal. We are at 47,382 kilometers. So that will make things easier. So let's plot it. How much will it take? It will take us around 1000 delta V. So that is more than enough for us. Yeah, we will still have 600 delta V. No, yeah, so if I had messed about with orbits around Eve or inclinations more at that part, I don't think I would be able to make it home. So it was a good decision to just scrap that thing. We still got our orbit around Eve. So let's add an alarm, copy our details, which is these ones here. You can do it manually if you want to. You can just put it in here. Let's see. You can do all this manually, put it in there, but otherwise you can just paste it. Okay, so let's see how this ended up. Let's focus on our ship. Can I set the US target? Yes, I can set the US target. That is not even close. That's really, really not close at all. I'm not sure what happens here, but yeah, as you can see, it's not exact science. If I go more prograde, I think I have to do this a little bit. Okay, I have to do this manually, but it has helped me a bit here. Okay, yeah, we can still go, so... But this will... We got approached there. Oh man, that is not good for us. That is not good. Because that takes more delta V and then we have here. So let's put our areas. Let's try to plot it again. Go to alarm clock. remove this one. Let's remove everything here. I think I want a new... I must inputted it something wrong. Okay, so let's try this again. So yeah, there we go. So let's put it there for now. Let's try this again. Have Eve 4300. That's correct. It's correct. Let's plot it again. No. Let's think here. It looks exactly the same here. Let's double checking the numbers here. 44. Okay, let's try this again. No, it's not enough. It's really not enough from here. Can I, if I put it over here, that's 2000. Let's try to put it there instead. Copy details. Put it there then. Not even close. I have to try. The thing, I'm limited here a bit, so I really need to get to this. So I have to experiment around here until, if I only have 1679 delta V. So I really have to find a spot where we could make the biggest savings here while still getting back to Kerbal. So yeah, this will take some time.